Yeah, lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Got up in the morning, took a shot, it's the rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a rider, no, you just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in this 5, 4, 3, 2. I deserve a minute, wait a minute. Gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me, think with your heart, don't think with your body, clever. Sorry not sorry, sorry not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like.
Right. All right. Well, make me not
Good,
see no
good
in that.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first, well, it's the first Tuesday in May. Already the Spanish champions. Tomorrow I'm gonna find out, if I'm potentially gonna be the European champions. And are we gonna Real Madrid close until that time? Now we're not close until the big thing happen. I like when I tune in, when you go up on Google right now, if you type in La Liga results
Mm-hmm.
and the thing come up and it show you the matches and so, and you see the
Mm-hmm.
fireworks come up, and for the next month you don't just see fireworks come up saying Real Madrid, champions of La Liga, 36 title. Good evening, Miss Watton. I hope
Good
you're well.
evening.
Um,
You don't buy your jersey? You don't have your jersey, huh?
no, me don't got a Real Madrid jersey like that.
No, okay.
Me got a black one.
Good morning.
Right now, if anything, I gonna try diversify and get like a white one, get different things. Maybe get a hoodie or something like that. So. Good evening, Jeffers. I'm joined this evening by Mr. Ira Willard. Kind of late on the politics this evening, and I like them kind of nights there, cause then we could get into the social stuff. So yeah, the one or two little political angles. It's not like the government really work hard anyway. So we're gonna be touching them off a little bit, and then we're gonna get back into the social stuff. Ira, you want to discuss your weekend again, or have you already disclosed how your
We didn't.
weekend was, your birthday weekend?
I don't think we discussed it, you know. We just briefly touched on it. Like
Mm-hmm.
we didn't. Yeah, we didn't really discuss much of it.
Oh,
Like you know, I said I went to Tampa, and then I said a link up with um ex like well, I was talking to Reese, but yeah, we didn't discuss it. So yeah,
mm-hmm.
it's open for discussion if you feel like it.
Oh man, I had the great fortune of spending the weekend with my two partners, and we had some fun playing some family games.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Oh, Uno is a lovely game.
And no
Oh,
mercy.
yes, I introduced them to a new Uno.
Yeah, I love that.
Um, yeah,
I don't think I
it
want to
was
play any other version of that game right now.
that no
Like,
mercy.
yeah, no, win, lose, draw. I want to play no mercy. I just
Yeah.
like the idea of that you could knock out people by just feeding them cards and so. Continue.
hmm Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But it was just a fun weekend, as I say, a family weekend,
yeah, for sure.
and Yeah, it was a family weekend with all kind of things. Man, I saw my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I big up my neighbor down here. Well,
Neighbor,
up here. Your brother,
neighbor.
Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hey,
Yeah, we couldn't
hey.
even. Like, what is what I talk about?
Yeah, that makes because somebody been asking me, me and Ricky, and me and Ricky watching and like, who are you talking about? See, I'm on every day with me and my
No,
ginger.
no, no. I had jokingly said. I had jokingly said that. I
Oh,
was just. Yeah, yeah. No, that. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went to we drank hot sake. You know,
mm-hmm.
introduced Alan to some hot sake. I can't believe that you've never had hot sake before.
I have had it at room temperature. I thought that that was the extent of it,
Oh no,
but
no, it's
I I, I
no
had warm. I had this wasn't warm sake. This was a hot sake, and
hot
I
sake.
enjoyed the experience. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I love Japanese culture.
yeah. Usually that's how I drink it. You know, something hot in the stomach before. You know,
Mm.
and sometimes I have it chill, depending if it's a flavored one, but just plain old one, nice and hot. But yeah, I mean, thanks for showing up there, man. You know, you made it a blast. And I wanna link up because we started playing Monopoly something, one version of it,
Monopoly, Monopoly chance.
chance, and
Mm.
we gotta do that. We gotta finish that. We gotta finish that. Yeah.
Man. Good evening, Elvan. He got perfect timing because he sent me a message about the first thing what we really gonna get into.
For sure. For sure.
Which is DJ Woody and his son's situation.
Yeah.
Javon, the answer to that is two. Um, I would have seen the video,
Mm-hmm.
and when you see a grown man cry and not afraid to cry, you will know that it is a very serious situation. His son was involved in some kind of swimming accident. I would describe it as, and I think they say that he has broken three bones in his neck. He has no feeling from the shoulder down, and he requires assistance at that moment in time. Um,
Uh, yeah. There is a GoFundMe page. It was actually. I'm grabbing the information now, so I'm gonna post it. Post the GoFundMe page, and we did we did do like a plea on Real Talk Kana. You know, if whatever you have or you can afford, not what you have. Let me not put it in that. What you can afford, you know, just asking if you know, if you could afford it, $5, a dollar, whatever it is, just if you could afford to give to the cause, because these kind of things are costly and it's unfortunate and it's unpredictable, really, really unpredictable. Um, my heart, we have a picture. We have a picture of it. My heart goes out to the family. Like real talk. I can't imagine it, bro. I don't even want to try to imagine it. That's the thing about it.
I think that the
I don't-
figure, and I'm uncertain, but I think yeah, I will just round it off, and I think that the figure is about $100,000 that I hear
Yeah.
is required somewhere in that range. From what I said, I think that the details, it was promised that the details would be attached to the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably if you look at that, you will have more information
I'm
with
gonna post it.
regards.
I'm gonna attach the GoFundMe information right now. I'm just trying to find the live, to be honest. I have it. And if anyone has it and they could attach it quicker than I can, feel free to do that as well. I'm just trying to find this live on our page. Okay, here it is, the live. So here's the link to the Facebook post that has the GoFundMe page and everything. I tried to attach the GoFundMe page, but the link's long. Like there's a short version of the link, but try to every time I try to copy the link, it becomes this long thing. So I could do like a teeny link of it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But it says I can read what the GoFundMe page says. It said, "Dear family and friends and kind strangers, I am very sorry to have to come to you with this sad news, but an accident took place on the island of Nevis at Pinnis Beach involving my eldest son, Kevon Woody, on 5 May 2024 at approximately 4 p.m. We were having a family day at the beach, and you see, that's the thing, right? You never a family day at the beach when Kevin decided that he was gonna run off and take a dive into the ocean. Something he usually does every time we're at the beach. However, this time it was different. When Kevin took his dive into the water, his head hit either an object or the bottom of the ocean, which knocked him unconscious for a few minutes before anyone noticed. So he was underneath there before anyone noticed. They probably thought he was diving, and that, dang. Before anyone noticed, several people rushed to his aid, got him out of the water, and did their best to resuscitate him while calls were made to 911 emergency. He was transported via ambulance to the Alexandra Hospital on Nevis. Once he was stable, Kevin was taken for a CT scan and an X-ray, where they discovered he had water in his lungs and three dislocated bones in his neck, which was causing paralysis from the neck down, right? From the neck down. He is only able to communicate with us by moving his head back and forth, and his breathing is now assisted by a respirator. We are sincerely asking for any assistance that can be afforded to us to assist our son Kevin in his recovery. At the moment, we are in contact with hospitals in Trinidad, Guyana, and Santo Domingo. We have sent information to them, and we are waiting to know which hospital will be able to accept him and perform the necessary medical procedures that he will require. Presently, Kevin is in the ICU at the Alexandra Hospital in Nevis. The family of Kevin would deeply appreciate your assistance. Thank you for your contributions. May God continue to bless you. And this GoFundMe is asking for 95,000 US dollars. And I would say US because, yeah, it's GoFundMe. Elvan Ely is the organizer. He was in the chat. And Alan, some people might see that number and get scared and say that's a lot of money. But, honestly, those kind of figures do round off. But I know as a donator, some people are gonna expect constant updates, right? Yeah, constant updates. Um, what else you think they're gonna expect in a situation like this?
Um. Well, first of all, I want Dr. Drew has had a little bit of foresight, and I will have to give him credit for this. I think he started a children's medical fund, and he would have also announced that DJ Woody's son would be a beneficiary of this fund. I do not know to what extent. However, um, whatever it is, I, I I I would hope that it's gonna be sizable, and it is going to bring some relief to them in some way. So I wanna give him some credit for that. Um,
Mhm.
I was talking to Ira before the show about a different circumstance. A gentleman, he wanted to do his dream was to do a comic book. He loved comics, he loved Marvel, and he wanted to do his own. My God. My sister, she had a similar surgery, and it's 172,000 they charge the insurance. Um, when you look at the fact that the airlift in and of itself is gonna be expensive, just
Mm-hmm.
because of where he has the injuries and how delicate it is, um, because he doesn't have any feeding and that type of thing. And then when you go into the actual surgery, when you think about the rehabilitation that is gonna be required, I mean, his life has likely changed. Even if he walks again, he's gonna be a more cautious individual as a result of this. Um, hopefully, um, people could just learn from this incident. Um, but I really remember down at Penny's Beach, there was a moment in time where there was this big metal
Yeah,
object
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the water.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
I always used to hate that thing, bro.
yeah.
Even though sometimes I used to go upon them and dive off them, and so I always used to hate that thing. Um, this is the second time in recent memory that this has happened to a young person. If it's not Try's son, is his
His
nephew.
nephew. Is his nephew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would have jumped off the pier in Nevis, and I think he died like instantly
yeah.
in that particular case. But you just gotta be careful when entering the water. I I'm trying to figure out, is there something that could be done, or are we gonna just look at these as unfortunate circumstances?
Um. So in a lot of cases, once you know you're dealing with shallow waters, they put up a sign, and I don't know who pays attention to it, but it's there that says no diving. You know, and you see it in pools. You see it at beaches here in the US. You see it at like lakes. You know, because they know there is a danger, there is a serious risk when you decide you're gonna go headfirst into a into a shallow area. So that's one of the ways that they could kind of prevent people from deter, not really prevent, deter you from doing the action. In a lot of cases we're not thinking about it, especially if you read, you know, what I just read said this is something that he's done countless of times, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the saying is, unfortunately, you carry a bucket to the well, one at the bottom it will drop out. You know, the beaches and stuff there, it's shallow, it's not meant for us to dive. You know, it's
And
not meant for us to dive there. And I'm it's really sad and heart-wrenching to see this young man like this. I'm gonna take the picture off for now.
as you mentioned, that two things come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't at that specific beach, but the last time I did go to the beach, I went down by Paradise. And when I went out in the water, I was walking for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a drop off. So I understand what you're saying. Sometimes you can't dive right in there because I walking out for a while and the water ain't even passing my waist.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you reach a certain way, then everything drop off, and then now all of a sudden the water up by your chest, and when you take another step, you're going underneath the water.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed because I haven't been in the water over pennies for a while, but I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that the sand really has built up. So I
Mm-hmm.
would imagine that under the water, it has also had an effect
In fact, yeah.
by by making it more shallow.
Yeah, that's the thing with beaches, right? You know, and nature handles itself. It takes sand and it brings it back. You know, one time a storm come, you want to know where the beach gone, how the beach can come back. When you look, the beach look normal again. So this is something that constantly happens. So you dive in this week thinking that the condition of the beach is this, you know, because oh, it was this deep. Next week it could be a totally different thing, totally different scenario. So I'm just pleading out there to all the people who go to the beach on a regular. You know, we have to respect the water, we have to respect the beach, right? And we have to think about these kind of things. And it's not only diving accidents, right? Not only diving accidents, but also, right? We have to be vigilant of like kids and stuff, and also marine life. And I'm gonna share a story if time permits, Alan. I would like to share a story.
Come on, go ahead, go ahead.
As a child, and my brother brought it up to me, right? Um, when he was here, Ricky. One of the things that we discussed. A lot of people may not know this, right? But I almost drowned as a child, right? I almost like really was not here as a child. And I was saved by Marcel Fabs. So big up to Marcel Fabs, wherever he there in this world, all the time, every time. Because of him, I'm here. Like legitly, I'm here because of him. And I was taken to the beach, and I was on the sand. And who knows? A wave came and took me. I was probably 2 hours or 2 or 3. And a wave came and it pulled me in, went under. And if it wasn't for the quick thinking and the quick reaction of Marcel Fabs, and he jumping in and pulling me out from under the water, you know, Ira would not have been here given the story right now. So these kind of accidents happen, right? These kind of accidents happen, and you know, you just gotta always be careful, be mindful, be vigilant when you're at the beach, because Kevin went for a dive. Kevin was under the water. They didn't even know that something was he was in distress. You know? What if they just thought Kevin by Kevin underneath the land by Kevin a dive by, you know, and they didn't even pay it any mind. Nobody rushed to it and like by something wrong. He could have possibly drowned. So, you know, let's just look at it how it is now and just be mindful that things will happen at the beach, and we gotta be careful when we go to the beach every single time. And to the pools too. Wherever it is. The water is not something to play with. We're land creatures by the way. Um yeah.
Um, so now to get back to what you had asked me,
Mm-hmm.
um, I do feel that in this situation, there should be updates. You know what I'm saying? I think that is expected
Mm-hmm.
at this moment in time. No, I'm not talking about you got to know everything,
Mm-hmm.
but from time to time we should be updated. Also to be a community about it. I feel like DJ Woody, um, at this moment in time,
Mm-hmm.
by lad, even if he owe you something, lad, now is the time we say, partner, you know. I understand where you're going to. You got to be a human
Mm-hmm.
with regards to the man at this particular moment in time.
Definitely.
There is no other way to look at the situation.
Definitely. Definitely. And Woody, I just hope the best for you and your family. You know, and I mean that with my entire being. So I just hope the best for you and your family. And hoping it works out, like I said, for the best. And definitely will be contributing to that fund. You know, I will be contributing to that fund. So, all right. Alan?
You said at 9:30 you wanna do a giveaway, and it's 9:30.
Oh,
So
oh, it's 9:30. It's
it is
9:30.
9.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
9:30. Yeah, so we did a giveaway on Real Talk Corner. It was for Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is coming up. Happy Mother's Day. And this one was done by Barbara Jones in honor of my late mother, Julia Labored Willett. It was the the rules of the that contest was that only single moms could be a part of it, and she wanted it to be the 17th caller. So my mother had her first child when she was 17, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this contest. This one is going to be from me, right? And it's going to be the same price, 100 US dollars, but it's rather than the 17th caller, it's going to be the 33rd caller, right? The 33rd caller. Um, let's get into some. Let's push it to a little later, Alan. And the reason why I'm gonna do the 33rd caller is because, well, I'm 17 was her first child. She was 17 years old, and she had me when she was 33, and I was her last. So I am going to do the 33rd caller. The rules would be you can call as many times as you want. Once you are the 33rd caller, you get the 100 US dollars. And I think I'm gonna probably start it closer to the hour 10 o'clock and then close it off at 10 o'clock because it gets real tense when the calls them start coming in. So it's really tense. It's hard. Uh, for those, there is a number. Don't call my number. Call the number in the rules. So I'm gonna post the rules, pin the rules up so people could see the rules, and we're gonna announce when it open up because when people call my number and I on my phone and I can't. It's hard to track the calls when it's one phone. So, all right, Alan, I can let you get into some of your topics before I put up the contest.
Well, I think I'm gonna be informing you about something right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I apologize for the general public because normally when the crime season started, I still
Mm-hmm.
now is the time you might wanna lock up because
Mm.
faded was on the weekend. The gas station was robbed. Just asking a question. Has the Nevis Prime Minister spoke on this situation? You mean the Nevis Premier?
The
I know
premier,
he would
because the
carry.
prime
I
minister
know,
has.
yeah, I know he would carry himself like he's the Prime Minister indeed, but he is indeed the Premier. I have not heard any words from the Premier. The latest words I heard with regards to the Premier is that he's leaving the country, and we're gonna get to that. But um, so no. Yeah, have you heard any statement made from the Premier with regards to the DJ Woody situation?
Um, I don't know. I haven't been on Facebook as much, so I didn't see anything. Anybody post anything in any of the group chats. You know what? I could take a quick look at his page.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could take a
I
quick look
think
at
you
his
would.
page.
I think you would quicker find a boarding pass than anything about DJ Woody's son at this time. And it's unfortunate, guy. You know the Premier love to pander to the non-nationals. So,
But
Mr. Premier,
you feel like he hasn't said anything?
I'm just, no. She asked if he said I say I am not aware.
Yeah, I'm not
Uh,
aware. But again on his page now. Y'all
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
make me feel like.
yeah. Then again, Ira, you're so right to you. And when I say something, my premier ain't gonna miss a chance to do that.
Yeah, like It's just not in his nature. You
No,
know
I
what I
don't think
mean?
he. He does get paint up, so I don't think that he's gonna do that.
I gotta take a look. This is a big one, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is a big one, and I don't think he gonna us miss this. So I'm going on his page right now because I the problem is. Hmm, why? No, we got another.
He got many, but while you are looking, I also want to tell you. I don't know if you saw this story, but there was shooting in Hamilton,
Yes.
a few weeks ago. I think that there was also shooting in Hamilton. If it's not, listen, he had multiple. There has been multiple shootings in Hamilton recently.
Yes.
High day, middle night, all kind of different things. Shootings are taking place in Hamilton. Um, I recently looked at two different European gentlemen. One of them, I've seen him in South America. I've seen him in the jungle with South American tribes, and I've seen him like in Europe with gang all over the place. This man, I saw
Mm-hmm.
this another European man. He was in New York interviewing one of the deadliest gangs right now in a New York. Trin something. Them man gangs are thorough. Them man got vetting process is 3 to 6 months. Just to see if you're loyal enough. No, I see these gentlemen enter these dangerous communities and sit down and talk um to these people. And at the very least, they gain an understanding for where them man are come from.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least. Whereas I look at the politicians, and when them man going and them man a march for peace, is a pile of them go up on the march. If you see them going to the community, they got a pile of their supporters or something or the other. Is it possible
Mm-hmm.
for them to gain the understanding and really combat crime when it is this big theatrical thing? Whereas I'm seeing people who listen in a lot of times these people's skin tone and these people culture are not that of which part them man guy. And sometimes is the people and them reaching out to these man say, man, you go come in the community.
Mm.
So is there something there? You feel like the politicians and them could go in the communities and find out what going on with these I don't even want to say criminal.
A criminal. I mean,
Um
a criminal is somebody who's okay. I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm, okay. So short answer is yes. I feel like politicians are one of the most flexible set of people in the world. So they could go almost anywhere. Their job is to actually interact with people, right? Who they choose to interact with, I guess that's a different topic. When they choose to interact with certain people. Now, if they really care, they definitely could go into the communities and start having conversation with the young men. There is no doubt about who the factions, the who, like, like what the different fractions are of what's going on, like who is who, right? They would have some sort of idea, and if they don't know who is who, they would definitely know somebody who know who is who. And I'm not saying know the person that actually doing the killing. I think I did, but they could talk to somebody, right? There, I think it's gonna be hard for a politician to go into a community trying to help. and people get rid of them and push them out and force them out. Because I think everybody wants help, you know. To some level, they had to talk to them when they offered the priest program. Some kind of conversation had to happen, you know. Whatever that program looked like, even though it involved money, some kind of conversation had to happen at some point in time. Somebody had to listen to a proposal and say, yeah, this sounds like something we're willing to do, you know. So what are the politicians willing to propose, right? You know, definitely they're not willing to propose paying them because they had an issue with it in the first place. So there is some other something else they're gonna have to think. But if they can go in and talk to people, definitely they can. If they choose to, that's up to them. I don't know. And I
But
think it's an
once
angle.
again, but once
Hmm.
again, I, I I do not think that it would work or be any kind of real if this is your work with your film crew. You announce, oh, we're doing the walk on Saturday to this. No, no, no. This is your community. You live in the community. You don't ask the people to vote for you.
Hmm.
The same mothers who are you say, but I just ask them to vote to Ohio. So ask them to talk to the children and really try to find out. And I'm only asking this because on the other side of it, the other option is the what's this man name from Sinkit? He used to be a politician, man.
They're Asafan.
But yeah, but do I ask the fan approaches, man? If the bad man then want war, let me give them a little war. That was the clip I see circulated. Good evening, Miss Walters. I feel like there is a middle ground where the politicians are able to have real conversations with these young men and like change them life. Ain't all of them bad, and
No,
ain't all of them want to be bad.
no. Some of them wish they had a way out.
Hmm.
Yeah, some of them really wish they had a way out. Like you didn't see when the guy, I don't know who, if he's the security advisor, national security advisor, or whoever, that said, if you're killing people, fly out because you're gonna get killed, or whatever the case may be. But honestly, some of them didn't even have that opportunity, you know. And sometimes you're in it, but you just don't have a way. You just don't have anywhere to go. So you just gotta be grimy because it's a dog eat dog world, you know. So
I'm just, I'm calling on the politicians. Don't go with the entourage. And I say don't go with nobody if you're
hmm
scared to be in your own community. I say do that. But don't go with the videos and all this. Don't make the announcement that this is going on. But there needs to be some discussions going on, man. And
hmm
especially, um, I would like to say to Nevis, Culturama is coming. All this shooting and all this thing so close to Culturama. It is only gonna mean that there's gonna be tension in the air. And
hmm
for all of the good Culturamas that we had, I don't think that this is the one where you're gonna want gun crime.
yeah.
If it's anything could spoil the 50th anniversary of Culturama, it will be if it descend into some back and forth with some kind of shooting. So
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
implore the authorities to get not just the shooting stop, but I need to address the tension.
yeah, definitely. You know, by I was at the village when a man got killed. You know, so it's not unheard of. It happened during Culturama in the cultural village.
With the same night with Chalice?
Yeah,
Or you were in there?
yeah, I was in the village.
Mm,
Yeah, I was in the village. Like I remember, unfortunately, seeing the man body on the ground.
man,
You know,
I was in
and
the listen. I was in the village. and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been going to talk about to that too. Two Lockheed Martin military planes from the U.S. landed in SK. I do not know what the purpose is.
Lockheed Martin doesn't have military planes.
I'm
Military.
sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me correct. They were built by Lockheed Martin. I think it's the J130 something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Or
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
the 130J.
Yeah.
They're U.S. military planes built by Lockheed Martin.
I understand. Fine.
Chef had asked you to explain the rules and the time when the giveaway gonna start.
Okay, I will. So this one is gonna be eligible to all mothers. So I'm gonna open this one to all mothers this time. The last one was just single mothers. So this one is open to all mothers, married, non-married, whatever. It's gonna start at 10 p.m. and it's gonna close off at 10 p.m. Right? And there's the number that you're gonna call 47-588-7165. You could call it directly or you could call it on WhatsApp, right? That's the only number you're going to call. So I had said in the last time, if you know Ira number, call Ira number. Do not call Ira's number. Please do not call Ira's number. It makes it difficult because I'm on the phone with this call and a number coming in on Ira's number at the same time. You know what I mean? Not only is it coming in on Ira's number at the same time, it's coming in on Ira's WhatsApp at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So I'm on one call and three calls coming in at the same time. So I kind of want to keep track of it. So let's just use that number. Any other number is ineligible. What Ira will be doing is probably blocking calls from his number. And the 33rd you Central. No. EST. Eastern Standard. Yeah. Eastern Standard.
In other words, it's gonna start in approximately 12 minutes.
12 minutes from now.
Yeah,
12 minutes from
just
now.
about. Yeah.
12 minutes from now. Uh the 33rd caller will be the winner. If after the 10 minutes that the contest is open for, there is we didn't reach 33 callers, then the last caller wins when it closes. And we're gonna that's it. All right.
Okay.
Good.
The next thing we're gonna talk about some football, some local
Okay.
football. I want to big up bad football for their continued success in the SKN Premier League. They are representing their community and their island in a professional manner, like we're going on with them. Um, with regards to SKN football now, we're playing World Cup qualifiers next month.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be playing Costa Rica in Costa Rica, and we are going to be playing the Bahamas in St. Kitts. Um, in preparation for these matches, Ira,
Mm-hmm.
our last games were against San Marino. Do you know what San Marino is?
No. Is that a club?
No, that's a country that is the smallest country in Europe. They are ranked dead last in the FIFA ranking. So the preparation that we have for the World Cup is San Marino. They are actually, I think they might be the oldest country in Europe. I think they're there for over 1,000 years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
this is the stunning preparation that we have, um, guided by our president, our lovely president, Mr. Atiba Harris, or the Singits, who even go into the commercials. I never see a president in a commercial or football season yet. But
What you
Mr.
say?
Harris, yeah, go ahead, put yourself in. You're the star.
Excellent.
Um,
So
with we get
San
with we,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, I
What
was
do you have
just
on
gonna
San
say
Marino? Yeah, tell me
It's
where you have
small.
on San Marino.
It's 23 and a half square miles. So it's smaller than Nevis.
Yeah.
And it has a larger population than Nevis, but definitely not a larger population than St. Kitts and Nevis. It's 33,000. You could round it off 32,660. So that's
Yeah.
all I wanted to say.
Let me tell you the things what I personally know about them preparation game there. Eager
Okay.
man who would normally play for the national team, I was like, watch out, you better me play a village. I gonna get more preparation playing for village superstars against
Mm.
bad than if I go live up at Italy with them and they. Some man went for the trip. Cause I mean, I would go San
I'd go
Marino
for the
too.
trip. I would go for the
Oh, you
trip.
better believe it.
I would go
Yeah,
for
but
the trip.
some man was like, no, this ain't what I know.
Oh yeah.
And so I wanna ball out and the authorities, man, let's do better than this. Come on,
How did
don't be
they?
telling me about how Sinkis is moving forward in football. Ira, in one game, I tell you against San Marino, we play them
No.
back to back. We play them the Thursday and then we play them the Sunday.
And we win.
We nearly lose the first one. We end up
Yeah,
winning
same
the two
boy.
of them. We end up winning the two of them, but we nearly lose the first one. We've been down.
What?
And then we had a comeback. I think we win like 2-1
Yeah, same boy.
against San Marino. That's why be a whole of Abby. And that is our preparation when we going into World Cup qualifier against Costa Rica, man. Costa Rica goalkeeper play for Paris Saint Germain. Huh? The
Yes,
knockout. And never for them keeper. Never skip for Madrid when they win the three straight.
I never said I'm a keeper.
You know, listen. Let me lie in exactly. I don't see all the
We
games where we
not
playing.
we not busting it there.
I was just about to say, if we could get a game they draw, and it's
Mm.
gonna be a painful draw, because they're gonna shoot the ball against Zabi about 30 something time, if not
Yeah, yeah.
40. But if we could get a draw somehow, we might make it through to the next one. And let me let you know, this is like the first round. They got 3 rounds
Mm-hmm.
before you start to meet like the big people. If you get through this, then is when you start to meet like Nicaragua and them type of things. More speed again. But
I wish them
we
luck.
should slap Bahamas though. Bahamas ain't saying no. If Bahamas beat us, then no.
No,
We
we
got
can't
major
allow Bahamas to
problems.
beat us. Wild. Real. But you know what? Let's take the opportunity to wish them best of luck. You know, I I know the last time when they were about to play and you started talking, people was like, "Oh no, you know, you can't be so," and you go speak positive, but you know you gotta be realistic. More,
No, I know I
eh,
dealing with. But look, I'm telling you, we should
yeah,
slap Bahamas. I
yeah.
ain't telling you no. With the Bahamas is 190 something. I'll be 130 something. I'll be alright
Mm,
for what we are. Our part is we got to draw with Costa Rica. I don't get like a 6-0.
mm-hmm.
We got to slap Bahamas. We got to find some kind of way to beat Trinidad somehow. And if we could beat Trinidad, then that means we could beat Grenada. And with that, I would believe that we could, we go to the next one.
At least make the World Cup finals, right?
That's what I tell you. This ain't gonna be
Yeah,
you're not gonna qualify for the World Cup finals if you get through this. This is when you
yeah.
start to link up. Watch out, you ain't even meet Mexico and them yet. Huh? This is when like Panama and Nicaragua and Honduras and them come in now. Them there you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
deal with panda end.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this is the first stage, but World Cup gonna be in our side of the world. So people are penetrating and watch what is taking place.
Me, yeah, me I go look ticket, boy.
Where they
Oh,
got they should have games in Orlando, in Florida
Jet.
somewhere.
I doubt it. Jetty say to let you know that the Vatican City is the smallest country in Europe.
What about the longest in existence? Because I was more
Uh,
confident. I was more confident than that.
that was the oldest city,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oldest,
the oldest country.
oldest. Yeah,
That's, I
I
would
think.
have to look
I
that
think.
up.
Yeah, I think they've been there for quite some time.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah,
but
you could take that. Established in 301 CE.
I'm telling you, that's a long time. That they were just after Jesus. Jesus only dead 300 years.
Mm. Yeah, they might have been around.
And he
San
done had
Marino,
country and he done had
Bulgaria,
countries what come and gone since then.
France is number 3, Denmark number 4, Hungary is number 5, and Portugal is number 6. Okay.
Is it? Up to now you're not even calling them.
Oh no, England on this.
Is it the Indianapolis for the Indianapolis 500 on the 21st? My first Indy 500.
Eh,
But Jetty, I want to know how that works out. No, because I go watch it on TV, but me not know how it would be there. Cause really, and really and truly, I can't even watch it on TV. Cause the man just go around here and circling, and I hear it hot.
it can be
The
hot.
man say it's really really hot,
It gotta
especially if
be
you're
hot.
around the pit area. Oh no,
A lot of engine in there, and it's loud too,
what? So
Loud.
Jetty, let us know how that they go for you, boy.
You, you know they got the Daytona 500 in the place.
Mm-hmm.
Daytona. I've never gotten it. Any sort of interest to go up there and look at that. I could just imagine what that like. I just imagine it's not for me. It's not.
Mm.
Okay. The contest is about to start, huh? So it's about to be 10 o'clock. It's
So your phone ain't gonna ring. So me and you
my phone.
continue with that.
No, my phone is going to ring. We could talk. And then once the
Uh-huh.
calls then start coming in, it's gonna be kind of hard. I'm gonna be a track. So once it's 10 o'clock, all those who are listening, start making calls. You could call as many times as you want. Just know the 33rd caller will win. Call that number that is pinned in the chat as it hits 10 o'clock. Start. Alan and I will continue to talk. But once the calls then start to come in hot, if they start to come in hot like they were coming in hot on Real Talk Corner, Alan will have to hold it off for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But
You'll be surprised. Hmm?
I need the water post. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, it's 10
Okay.
o'clock.
Yeah, so people could start to call now. You want to say the number again? One final time? For those who didn't hear, I know the first is 407.
47 588 5165.
Oh, so this is
One
not your first race. This is just your first Indianapolis 500. You say you don't went to the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte too.
one call. Why am I not disturbed? Hold on, let me take off that. My phone is on do not disturb. There's a call coming in. Try again. You didn't win. That's call number 2. Thank you for calling. Try again. You didn't win. Call number 3.
Gigi asks if it's 7165 or 7156.
7156.
407-588-7156. 407-588-7156. Jesus say Joshua, Gigi say Joshua, and you say
The
7165.
number there. Oh,
Okay.
7156. That's a little dyslexia. If the call is not going through, try again. Trying to see why this do not disturb things and here's a call coming in.
What call is that?
Caller number 4. Here's another one. Caller number 5. I taking the calls, Keep trying. Caller number 6. Why is this thing doing this thing by for real? Like I'm trying to answer the call and it is hiding the number. Caller number 6. But I get in the names, so just keep calling.
Dahlia says it's going straight to voicemail.
Caller number
Maybe
7. Tell her try WhatsApp.
he said to try WhatsApp.
Caller number 8. No, caller number 8.
25 more to go.
It's really on Do Not Disturb. I want to take off that. Keep the calls then coming in. Caller number 9. Did not win. Caller number 10. Caller number 11. Caller number 12. Caller number 14. I want just a laugh. I see a caller number 15. Caller number 16. Caller number 17. Caller number 18.
Judy, try using WhatsApp. Try using
No,
WhatsApp, Miss
tell Judy.
Cornelia.
Tell Judy. Judy's calls are being recorded.
Oh,
Caller number 19. I'm not picking up the calls. I'm just canceling them.
I feel you. So if you're being declined right now, it will be
Caller
answered on
number
caller number
20.
33.
Caller number 21. Caller number 22. Caller number 23. Caller number 24. Caller number 25. Caller number 26. Caller number 27. Caller number 28.
Oh, we get down in the crunch time now. We down in the crunch time now.
Caller number 29. Caller number 27.
How you
Caller
gonna go from
number
29 to
28.
27? How you gonna go from 29 to 27?
Oh,
I thought you
shoot.
were
I
in the
got
pan. I thought you were in your
31,
pan.
32.
That means that
Okay. Caller number 33. Who we have? Caller number 33. Hello? All right, you're the lucky winner of tonight's contest. Okay, Giselle, you won. Just say, okay, the contest is over for all those who still calling. All right, just send me your Zelle information and I'll forward that to you, okay? All right, so Gigi won, and my phone's still pinging, but the contest is done. Phone never pings so much.
Susie, I'm a happy man. Boy, you should hear the link of the strips for that layer just Lego.
Somebody got to win, eh? Somebody got
Indeed.
to win. Yeah, somebody got to win.
Congratulations, Gigi. The winner is just the winner.
I sure cars still not coming.
Indeed. I'm here. May I hear them in my ear?
I don't even know whether that. I must be over. I'm gonna close it out now.
Yeah, and when you finish, give me the water post. We must begin with the post
Okay.
about water, and then we're gonna go to culture.
See if we could cut off this thing real quick. Let me give you the water post real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because somebody would have. Yeah, Miss Lewis really asks the fundamental question, considering the abomination of a post that we are going to discuss shortly. This post was a post released from the Nevis Water Department. It is one of the most atrocious things I have seen in my life. I'm telling you, whoever is responsible for the public relations at Water Department, listen, whoever is responsible for public relations with the NIA right now, major slacking is taking place. Major slacking is taking place. I don't know how that was released to the general public.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very interested in how the general public is taking these. This, to me that they've been slapping at the face. That they've been like when the premier was talking to Abu, and Abu just had the hand cross and just what the race on them. I want when the premier talk about culture, Abu turn a little to his sense. Gotcha. Abu talk about that, you know? Yeah,
Now I come talk
and
about.
yeah, and now I don't cross my hand. Because, you still got to get the work them, but at least, I could kind of watch you in your fire. In kind of ways.
Hmm. All right, let me see if I could get this thing moved out of the way. Go. This is the post.
Like I said, I have to go pull up this account. Let me move myself out the way. Okay. This is a post from today, ladies and gentlemen. Public notice. Island-wide water interruption. Island-wide water interruption. From Tuesday, 7th May 2024. We have not gotten to any of the atrocious part yet. The atrocious part is as follows. The Nevis Water Department wishes to advise the general public that the current water rationing schedule has been extended to different parts of the island at different time intervals. Oh my God, let me stop right there. So we could stop right there to examine that. So it has been extended to different parts at different time intervals. Um, Ira, do you think that that is sufficient language? Do you think that this is something that how are you to make any type of plan when this is the English that you are presented?
By uncertainty is what it is, right? So they're just giving you the uncertainty and even more. I mean, might as well just not put out anything because it's the same thing. You don't know when you're going to, you don't know how long you're going to be off. So what's the difference? You know what I mean? That no make it. Did this somebody really put out that by?
Well, they could be allowed to put it out there. When we talk about the next thing, you're gonna see what they could be allowed to put it out. It continues. Some areas may experience low water to no running water. The published schedule is likely to be altered, and water services can be interrupted at any given time and can be delayed longer than expected. Oh my God of mercy. Oh my God. Listen, no wonder I've been going to say no wonder we can have music festival in a Naples, but singing people are gonna want neither, but them are have music festival still. But once again, the published schedule. So you're not gonna give a schedule, or you're not gonna say that the schedule is attached to this and nothing like so. The
Mm.
the published schedule once again is likely to be altered. And even when they schedule it, they're letting you know. Water services can be interrupted at any given time and can be delayed longer than expected. And they put in the usual. Apologize for any inconvenience caused and appreciate your patience uh, as we work on restoring water to all areas.
I love it. I love it. I wonder if they're gonna start to give people subsidies to build their own system and bring in water pumps. You know what I
No,
mean?
they will give encouragement. The premier is good at giving
No, they
encouragement.
could
You
give
talk
some
about
subsidies.
no, he's
You know,
good at giving encouragement.
I feel like the subsidies. I think that's something that they could do for the people. Like collect water. You know, you build a cistern, you buy one of them big cistern water tub thing. Well, you know the plastic ones. Excuse me, the plastic ones. You duty free, no tax, whatever, no tax at all on it. Buy it for wherever you bring it in, where it costs, we don't charge you no tax. You know, or build a cistern and the concrete, wherever it costs, duty free, the piping, all the taxes off. Collect water. We need people to start collecting more rainwater. And then if you bring in a pump, a water pump, because this happened after they start to charge more money
Oh
for
yes,
water.
indeed. Yeah, and they start to charge money because they want to give us better service. And they starting off by listen. I do not want the people in the water department to get confused or in the CCM to get confused. I'm aware that this happens.
Yeah.
I've said that this happens. I said it time a year when it does happen. Time and time again,
Mm-hmm.
it continues to take place. Um, I don't have any problem with the fact that y'all are having problems. When you're coming to the people, you can't come to them with this. And this illustrates my point about the premier
Mm-hmm.
excellently. I've come and I've told y'all, and I know you've been passed over some people head when I said, man, Matt Brantley is brilliant about talking. He loves to
Mm-hmm.
talk about talking. And if you don't believe me, I will give you two examples.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we have that press release that went out. This is all. Next
Mm-hmm.
of all, the last time they asked him about the hospital, he said that the announcement that I have is that there is no announcement. That's talking about talking. I'm announcing that there is no announcement. You can't
You know,
get
say,
no better example of talking about talking than that. The man is a
you know how to
champion in
say
action.
anything. You know how to say anything.
No, no, no. How you want to tell the premier don't talk? The premier was definitely one of the Navy's children who would tell you, you can't tell me don't talk. You got the right to bang me more. Don't tell me not to talk.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can't tell
he
the
has
man
a
they
right.
don't talk.
He has a right to talk if he
You,
wants.
you, you just got to make sure you got your umbrella. I tell them, lean in other direction, and ain't ready for the jibble. And and I want to say something now too. You realize that the premier does go half island when the water situation gets tense.
He might want beard.
And I would like to congratulate the premier. Man, I saw some pictures. They've been telling everybody that they went to Spain, and that is true in some sense. They went to a colony of Spain. They were in the Canary Islands in Tenerife. I saw some pictures. I mean, amazing,
Who went to
stunning.
Spain?
Is a contingent in Ira? Is tourism. Some people from
The
out of
tourism
tourism.
department went to Spain and the premier went?
No, I'm not telling you the department. Is you got to be special. You got to be up there. But um, yeah. Can you remember he's the minister of tourism?
Yeah, but what was his contribution?
He get his skin beard. Let me tell you something. I like when we went this week. You know what was one of the good things about when you're staying in a hotel? The water hot.
Mm.
And they gonna run. The premier would have stopped there. You think he want to waste his system water? He go get system water when culture armor come.
True.
So he not waste it on that.
But them man save up the water when culture armor. Them man washing the water when culture armor. You think them man don't know what can happen? You think them man want all them people come and leave us and water and run? Gotta be out of your mind. So whatever little water they got in the reservoir, and the experts probably telling them this is what this is going to look like. Um, if you start to use this now, by July we won't have anything at all. You don't see them cancel the wet fet, right? You think them man cancel the
Yes,
wet
and
fet?
I feel like that's the mature move
It is a
to
mature
cancel
move.
it.
It is a very
That
mature
is
move.
the mature move. Yeah.
Yeah,
It,
it is a mature move.
in a in a gonna make no sense every year. People gonna got to tell you how the thing look. It's the dry part of the year.
Yeah,
You know, make no kind of sense. Even last year when rain started to fall, maybe a couple of weeks before culture armor, that didn't really do nothing in the long run. Somebody say you see water. Lionel, I would say, is the taxpayers paid for the money. Um, if we do not hear the premier speak about anything related to Spain
Mm-hmm.
and specifically the Canary Islands, we gonna assume it was a gyrate.
Well, what I went to Spain for?
As um, I don't know. They say something about they were meeting with some influential people.
But like, what you gonna offer people from the Canary Islands for
Maybe
tourism?
maybe the influential people are in the Canary Islands. Maybe
Wou-
because
Wouldn't the
I was talking about the Canary Islands couple months ago, you know. I remember a guy in pan a remote control with me motor. So maybe he hear me talk about I want to Canary Islands. So he got then
but
he went to the wrong one now. If I that
wouldn't the
even true.
Canary Islands be like a tourism destination competition for Saint Kitts and Nevis? Well, more so Nevis.
Indeed. Um Susie Warner said that he said they're gone to display our culture in the Canary Islands.
Two. What are they sell them over there? Like, like you're supposed to go to a place where cold and frigid. Like nobody wanna like. What is this? Like I'm looking at the Canary Islands right now. I'm looking at a beautiful beach, beautiful weather, mountains. I could imagine what are you gonna sell them over there? Like
I
what
heard
over it?
they got sand dunes where you could I think they call it sand surfing and the sand dunes. And
Mm-hmm.
then you could go from somewhere where you're seeing sand dunes and basically a desert and you go in the north and you're in a jungle. And you go somewhere else, you see these fantastic beaches. They got this, and then not only that, they absorb so much culture that you go find like Italian restaurant. Man, it's competition.
It's there's no reason for us to be going to the Canary Islands for anything
Um,
tourism. Maybe I'm just missing it. I mean, you know what? Maybe I just don't understand, and I'm pretty sure the premier is going to explain it to us, right? But I'm
do you
looking at the
know?
Canary Islands right now because from what I thought the Canary Islands were, it's exactly what I'm seeing here, and
Mhm.
that is just not somebody I would try to market Nevis to because it's like even here in Florida, I can't go tell Floridians, oh, go to Nevis because they got beaches in Nevis, even though like Nevis beaches are like a million times better than the ones here in Florida. That's not something you can market to Floridians. You can't sell them sunshine. You can't sell them beaches. You see what I'm saying? So I guess they're selling food and culture. I don't know, like
Well,
food and
um,
aspect of our culture.
it seemed like they're focusing more in the northeast.
All in the
So
east.
so you're finding more emphasis on like Connecticut, New York, Philly. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit of like the Virginias, the Carolinas type situation. I wanna say you gonna sing like a canary bird just now.
I I would love to know why they chose this area. I mean, if anybody willing to tell me, you know, sometime I just see Fian got you the comments and said something. So Fian, if you got you the comments right now, like tomorrow, and you see this come up and you watch the show, or whatever the case is, if you could just enlighten us and the audience, because I think we really would like to know, like why the Canary Islands, like what do we n- have to offer the Canary Islands? And I'm not trying to downplay Nevis at all. It's just that there's too many similarities in what we sell as a tourist product, we market as a tourist product between us and the Canary Islands. So I don't know what we're gonna market to them. That's all. And all right, back to regular programming. Again, Alan, take my call.
I,
Sorry, Alan.
I was I was gonna tell you that you could find articles about the Canary Islands, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, um, if you don't want to go to the Caribbean, here are European islands that basically is the same thing.
Oh yeah.
It's direct. Yeah. This is what you would find. This is what you would find. Is listen. Is one of the reasons why I like the thing, because I actually like other islands. You know what I mean? Because it's a different culture and all them type of things. But for you to say that they're gonna come by you, me not really know. Me not really sure how that gonna work out.
I mean, I guess me from Nevis would want to go to the Canary Islands, so maybe people from the Canary Islands would want to come to Nevis. Like
Chef said the people that went to entertain wealthy black elites from the US.
let me sell some passport. The U.S. passport sale, like not the U.S. passport, but sales for passports, extra passports is picking up in the U.S. So
You mean America selling passports or America buying
buying
passports?
Americans buying passports.
I see Antigua and Barbuda has been profiting from that.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of Americans buying Antigua and Barbuda passports. It is one of the things that is actually balancing out
mm-hmm,
and kind of counteracting the European Union and what they want to
mm-hmm,
do with us. We got to me, we got to lean to America to leverage them.
mm-hmm.
Because if Americans, it only gonna turn, and if America end up decide, well, by we're gonna side with our European partners. But as long as we could keep them kind of divided in that way and
Mm-hmm.
make sure America talk for us, I think things could be fine.
Things could be fine. But the Canary Islands looking good though.
It's an amazing place, man. It's really and truly Madrid went to play Las Palmas, and
Mm-hmm.
others look for the areas in Spain, and I realized I see it's an island, but I say, why me can't you show me an island? But then that's when I end up finding a little history, and you know, Canary Island got some vibes, man.
Premier should travel with me, man. You know?
The next thing I want to talk about is he also is off again on personal business.
He,
Yeah, this is the
Premier?
second time again. Yeah, remember I tell you no water in the country, you know see what water department just said? So he gone which part the shower, the hot water could run long. So he gone again on personal business. Once again, we don't have any idea where he's gone or what he's doing. This is a trend. If something happens to the premier when he goes on personal business, what are we gonna do with that situation?
I mean,
He gone where he gone. He not tell Abby where he gone or what he gone to do. But say something happens to him. It's just like
like he
for
catch a cold.
example, for example, a child left out of them parents' house, not tell the parents where them gone or what them gone go do. But something happened to the child. What is the parent to do?
I don't know, but if somebody cares, I know they like depend. I mean, I don't know. Something to what extent? How we would even know?
Um, we might hear a story. Nivision Premier and Nivision Prime Minister um has been found XYZ. How I be supposed to take it? Mr. Premier, all what me I try to tell you, you depend on some gambling with these going around, not tell me wherever in our head.
But I guess he might. What, he got a personal vacation? Is there such thing?
N- It says he gone away for personal reasons. This is not the first time for the year. He has gone away for personal reasons.
So it's vacation. They get vacation, right?
I have not heard of ministers having vacation. The first I heard Dr. Joe had tell one of them take some time off. But outside of that, I never really heard of ministers having education. Not minister education, vacation. Right? And she talk about Eric got a lot of working up to them. How you feel about Eric like at the launch? You been see Eric in his clone suit and stuff? Being Eric? And he was the
Mm-hmm.
premier at that time. 'Cause as I tell you, the premier decided another culture I'm launch, but I want my skin beard. Now you not fool me. I will get the skin beard. Water is always in my pipe. I don't know if it's because I'm in St. John, the same area of the premier. Well, that's one reason, but I wanna the next reason you're the lot way. Cause even me, which part me the kind of low. So me to get a little worried. Yeah. So Eric,
Yeah, God.
um, friendly, engaging. You ain't really need that from your premier.
So,
Talk to me.
wait,
Remember last year the premier not even went to culture, man. He only encourage people to come.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like it has got certain times people tell me, Alan, listen, you won't go tone it down right now. Because of what you deal with, give me 50%. Should Erica give 50%? Does it
Mm-hmm.
matter? You know what I mean? He should have hold himself like he's the premier for the day. Uh got you and be engaging. You know, okay?
Wait, it's some reason you're so far from the mic. I don't know if it's you or if it's me.
Yeah. Maybe we can maybe not lean back.
No, no, no. It's not that. It's almost sound like it's almost like I have headphones on, and I don't know if I'm hearing you in the headphones or if I'm hearing you through another set of speakers. So, I ask the question again because it's like, let me see.
No, I was just asking,
Yeah,
um, Eric, being in
yeah,
the band and all them thing there for the launch.
yeah.
Um, is it fine? Is it just engaging also? Um, should a premier, cause he was the acting premier at the time, so that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking. Should he be holding himself up to the standard and should have come and be like an official man? He got to be Eric. He got to walk up. Music I play. He got to walk up.
I mean, the minister of tourism gone to a tourism expedition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the
But
minister
he
of
was.
culture got
But
to take part in the festival.
okay. Even if
You
he's the
know?
acting premier, it is cool.
Yeah. I mean, what does the premier do?
Don't go culture armor.
Don't stay in Evis.
As long as we got it, Judy Carney. Oh wow. Go buy me for some water. Well, Judy
I
like I
just
said she got
feel
water
like
problem.
as the premier, if he want, I mean, it's still, if, like you said, right? You said the premier didn't go to Culturama. He just invited people. So I guess Eric is just leading by example. You know, I'm gonna be a part of the band, and that's him. That's his personality. You know, The last thing I get his supporter would want is to see him change who he is.
No problem. I could work with
Yeah, yeah. He's just yeah, man. And remember, he's just
Mm-hmm. So that's just
acting,
part of the act.
acting premier. No, he's not really the premier. He's just acting.
You don't try to make the acting premier someone like in a big town. Remember Zook been even from political platform that tell people how he gonna be the acting. It's the first time you hear somebody wanna be number two, somebody not then like it's me. I'm number two.
When Martin there, who are the premier?
Not Alexis Jeffers.
Well, in his mind, he would have been the premier. He would have been the premier. It's not there.
Um
Trouble
yeah,
in the camp
uh,
when Alexis say he want to run next time.
but yeah, I hear you done a little confusion right now because Alexis up and down in his suit and he got next man up and down in his suit. So like I said, whoever got the best suit. Alexis, you know like wear your tie. So I won't tell you
CCM,
no, you better start to wear your tie now.
CCM not like losers. And then I care how much you lose by. When you
Okay,
lose,
but
they tend to get rid of you.
unless you know which body berry, in which
Unless you know
case
it's right, buddy, baby.
you might stand a chance. Yesterday I had to go by the hot bath and use the public pipe. My God.
Well, at least you get your skin washed. They could turn off the water there too.
No mercy. It's not it's not Mark. He gonna got the old dress on. It's somebody from St. James Parish. He gonna got the old dress. Yeah, two of them and I'm hearing having suit competition every day in a Charleston. But Alexis Younger, where you tie? And you go remember, Pana only got one chin. And you got three. So you're gonna got to cut off at least one. Who start to get back in, you know what I mean? Get your face skinny up and thing, man.
Why
Start out
you?
your body.
You send him like a one. You send him like a three chin.
Three.
A chin, you say?
Chin. He have chins is.
I me can't
And
believe you
and
talk about your
jaw
partner like that. So, see your
and
partner will
jaws
daps you up.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I have
on a
some.
serious note, though, on a serious note, before we move on from the water thing, this water
Mm,
thing needs to get. We need to get a handle on the water thing. Water is an essential part of life, eh? And not having water, like, yeah, we having this conversation, we joking and we laughing, but just a lot of times people focus on the part about bathing their skin. Yeah, you don't smell, whatever. But just you cook with the water, it's a food and everything. It's really essential. And for us to move up and move away from being like a third world country, we really got to get the handle of these simple things. No, I know bigger places like California experience the same kind of things, right? But they do other things and put other measures in place to try to combat it. I don't know what we're doing because I ain't hearing
yeah.
the expert. Huh?
I would like to also make one further distinction. We
Mm-hmm.
don't come with the people in California don't come with plaster when they know somebody got something broken and they need a cast. And I
Mm-hmm.
say that because we constantly, and this is why me I try to tell the ministers and them stop go so hard and talk about like world class this little thing what you're doing is gonna solve the entire problem. They build the tank up in Hamilton. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yes, we're building this tank because we have foresight and we want to get extra water in the system. And then
Mm-hmm.
now you come and this happen. Couple weeks ago, you come and you say, man, it's a good thing we got new pump. You know what I mean? So we could just put it in the pump and everything good to go again. So 'Cause I'm glad you bring back up the water thing. We were told that because they got new pump, we good to go again. Huh? But I still heard a story about the pump. It is alleged, it is an allegation that the pump, what they say is new, ain't quite so new. I didn't want to say it at the time because I said, well, let me see what is gonna happen. Let me see when the pump go in, how long the pump gonna work. I was told that this was going to happen. I from water department, I need to come out and say exactly what the problem is. That's one of the things because I say
I
I
think
are
so too.
working hard. They say they're working hard to restore the problem. That they make me think is a mechanical issue and all because they ain't saying like water so low we can't get nothing. No. They say they're working hard to restore the problem. What is the problem then?
Mm.
Cause if it's a shortage of water, that there ain't nothing what could be solved by them, no, that just a rain got to fall.
Mm.
Work
Well,
hard to restore the problem sound like something gone wrong in the system. And I tell her what gone wrong in the system.
well, well. Even with the rain got to fall thing, right? Take years for this water to go down in the well.
Indeed,
We don't.
indeed.
So it makes me
So
wonder: do we got any spot where we catching water any other way, like versus we just relying on the water going into the ground? We got any open
the,
sources? Any
a lot of the
large?
open sources where we used to could have had a dry up.
Mm-hmm,
May I tell people, remember you used to name Pan Hill? He had a pan up
mm-hmm,
there. No?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Them might end up surround the pan with concrete and all kind of thing. How water getting in there? Water got to now fall directly on top of that there.
They put concrete
And you
around the
just
pan up upon hill.
boy the pan friends up.
Oh, why?
What me know? Smart
In a
people
dry up?
smarter than me. That what I tell you.
So now no water could run off and go in there. You got to
No.
just
It got to
you gotta
fall
get like a
directly.
heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even if you remember upper flats used to had like some water lily and then kind of thing there up there.
Mm-hmm,
That ain't
mm-hmm.
not there no more. That ain't not there no more. Them man are like wet areas.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Dry up them there. I feel like the same thing. I feel like one of these times people gonna be able when they're in town, which
Mm-hmm.
part of them duck and so used to be, there's gonna be a time all in between they're gonna come Thailand.
Mm.
Shortly, my estimation. Even how them cut off most of the covering over Nelson Spring. Me not understand how you want cut off the big trees when them there prevent the sun from coming directly down on top
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
water. Because what? You want to be able to see, you want a view. Some places can love you, in my estimation.
Mm-hmm.
The water is not circulated, so yeah. Yeah, I wanna give some assistance to culture, man.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody is to go on the Nevis Culture Armor Festival page right now, this is one of the examples when me tell the PRO, like you're sleeping, man. The pinned video is the official promo video for Culture Armor 45. If you go on the Nevis Culture Armor page for Facebook, the same pinned video is an advertisement. No, I think it's Culture Armor 49. Either way, I ran. The first thing we got to be seeing is what taking place right now with regards to the Culture Armor. Do the
Mm-hmm.
promotional video for Culture Armor 50.
Mm.
If I could pin more than one at a time, I need to explore them things. I can't go on and the first thing me see is some long time ago thing. These are just little details one need to be
Mm.
taken care of. I like the fact that y'all posting more on social media. Being more engaging. I'm surprised y'all didn't release the full video. They had released some video of like the girls then, but you couldn't really see them. But then they had the full video of like when the girl face actually is revealed. All of that they're supposed to be on the page. And by the way, I'm back in Miss Mitchell. I don't know Miss Mitchell. She my friend but I'm back in Miss Mitchell. I know I want back Miss Jeffers, the whole name side I want back
Oh,
Miss
me,
Jeffers.
me telling me
That's
about
all your business.
why
That's all
you
your
gonna say
business.
me wanna back
I
somebody? Me not back
back
nobody.
in Miss Mitchell. Miss Mitchell, I want to be the queen. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the
I
winner.
feel you.
I just
I feel
I
you.
just got to go listen to the mic and make sure that and then listening to the guy show. Did I tell you our remote is a remote control? Sometimes it'll take a little while. I remember I tell the premier if you want the hospital finish, talk to the Taiwanese. And but he's a proud man, eh? You understand? He no want everybody know how be press play. So sometimes he'll be and he get proud and I understand, you know, he have an ego, he's a man. I get it. But I and why I was listening, tell me, just before you show, oh my god, it didn't make me feel so good. You remember when I had you know how humble the premier been when he had to come and tell the people I know he would have come in Parliament and made a statement with regards to the funds that have been spent on the hospital, but I'm just here to let the people know we've made some mistakes and we've made a Craveners error. However, we are in touch with all the departments now, and you know, those of you who are criticizing, y'all don't know anything about government, but we'll be back and we'll certainly give you the figures. Yo, he got when the premier are defending his people, you just notice. If somebody else does something, he will say by the thief. But when he see people, man, that's all you know. Craveners or script, whatever kind of hell what he don't say. Error. And he talks softly, bah, that didn't make me feel good way. The guy, he does make me happy when you really, you know. But he doesn't want to admit sometimes that we have him, you know, remote control is working. We just got to press play. Let's see. I only got one or two more things for culture armor, really. I'm happy about Swain. I'm measuring you, Mr. Swain. I don't know your talk, but I am happy that I feel like you're more in the public. That was one of the things what I didn't like about last year. I feel like if them man was gonna turn this thing over to you, that you should be center stage. You should be taking the interviews. You should be talking about the things. So I like the fact that you're more center stage this year, I would say. Swain, in my opinion, it's best to under promise and over deliver. I have heard you say several times, boy, yeah, man, big things happening, you know, this and that. Sweet, you're gambling. You're gambling, sir. And it just kind of better. I think I heard you and Reese talking about if you got this big thing, let go. Cause the longer you hold on upon them, and then you tell me later, and I said, that. It better if you tell me you disappoint me first and then at least you can rally back and say, bah, Mr. Premier, I'm going to spend another how much ever money, you know? Yeah, boy, why be that being hype in our world? I could have even put out some feelers You know what I mean? If I got to find all this and I say, guess who's coming? Could it be this? Like it if you think it's that. And I could, you got ways how I could do this thing, you know, man. But me, I try to lie, yo. This, over promising and saying, buy you this is and bigger and bigger. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, sir. What do you think about this Juve man in England on 12 o'clock?
I love it.
I don't believe it.
I believe it.
Oh, okay. Here's my conspiracy theory now.
Okay.
So you're telling me that who now gonna got extra time to reach down?
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking away from cool like what must I say? The urgency. Because cool does have a little urgency to reach in tongue before 12, eh? But now you're gonna tell Alan that cool who doesn't reach at tongue on 12, you won't give them more hours, you don't think they're gonna take the time? You don't think they're gonna drive slow?
Maybe judging might close off by 12, so they still gotta reach a tongue by that judging spot. If they're not doing roaming judges.
You have to remember, oh no. Cool does get special privilege. What make you think the Roman judges start in the first place? Because of which band? So they gonna get the judges. I feel like if them man get court till 3 o'clock, we reach a tongue, court gonna reach a tongue 3:30. That's my estimation. But
There
we
ain't
gonna
enough
see.
people. There ain't enough people. There ain't enough people in a tongue, man.
Who gonna get enough
Yeah.
people?
Culture, man, got enough people in a tongue and still on the road coming down. You can still, you got a lot of people, you know. I don't feel like you don't feel the effects of core not being in tongue. You know, you will feel the effects of core being in tongue, if that makes sense. Like once you reach a tongue, you can get extremely crowded. But I more believe like, especially in tongue, the kitty-shons them can be in tongue. A lot of that. Because a lot of the whatever kitty-shon band they bring over is going to be
Oh yeah.
in tongue.
That's the reason why they don't meet tongue. But anyways, people get in a country.
I just pass a country. I just stay tongue. And I don't got people around me who from Nevis who just still their tongue too.
When was the last time you went to country?
Last year.
How was town?
Um
Okay.
they had
That,
people
that
there.
that's
It been
the
hot.
answer.
It been hot.
When you
Everything
say
like
you
that.
had people, when you say you had people there, right, in tongue, if you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to cross the road at any moment in time, you were free to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't think it's
You
comparable.
know that is you know that in the Juve man what we come up with. You
No.
feel like Juve man ain't gonna be closer to what we come up with in
Yeah.
tongue.
Yes. I
You feel
feel
like
like
them
the
man go,
nostalgic effect is going to have enough people on island that tongue is going to have people, and long jam is going to have people, and we're gonna still be good to go. Because you remember one of the differences tongue used to have and to in there like ultrasonics and them used to be in tongue too, but you just don't have that balance anymore. So you're gonna have to depend on the Kittishan band holding it.
no, I agree
That's true. I
that
was broadcasting.
it, it, you gonna get people who want to feel the walk up for a long time. And even though they remember that they used to get the walk up in tongue, I'm telling you, they're gonna get a country walk up. They're gonna get a long john walk up this time. Maybe it's gonna be the first long john walk up, but they're gonna reach a country. Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing as we're talking about tongue. I saw today. I think it's the European model, and there's not gonna be any dry or anything around that time. Um, it's gonna be hot as hell. This culture hour.
It
Last
was
year
hot
even
last
in
year.
the or last year it was in the one teens.
Hmm.
This year I imagine it's gonna be around about this time.
Yeah, yeah,
Only
yeah.
way that
I
happen again, Alan, is when they allow DJs to play in the square like before. So you hear what Mr. Stanley perspective is? For
mhm.
Tongue to come back again, they're gonna go let the DJs play in the square.
No, maybe all of that. Maybe all of that. I mean, recently I had get some suggestions. We felt like in town you should have music by the apron, music over by the park area. Like you shouldn't be walking from one part and then going into silence. You see what I'm saying? By the
Mm-hmm.
fire station, you should got music there. When you reach further down by the villa, you should got music. Like every part you go should have some kind of music going on. You shouldn't be may I walk go along up a tongue and then you walk into silence. That shouldn't happen. You know, got to run into a band. A bandstand, you know, want one bandstand in town. You want a bandstand all over. You know, I feel like that's what they should pull out this year. And if they don't do that, they drop the ball. And I just want to touch on what you just said. Because when I was in town last year, I was in town and I didn't know how hot it was. And I got up and I tell Chevelle, I said, look, me a faint, you know, me a faint.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get out of Charleston, well, out of the heart of town. I went on the old IT building there, stairs, and I had to take off my shirt. Like I couldn't leave. I was, and then when I checked the heat, I was like, yo. And Nevis was doing this thing where the feels like was 10 degrees higher than the actual.
Indeed, indeed, that's
It,
what's taking place, and it is more severe in Charleston.
yeah, it was because of them stone buildings. You know, you're in a
Mm-hmm.
stone oven cooking. So
Mm-hmm.
the one thing I hope they do is remind visitors and also local people of the dangers of the heat. Otherwise, we're gonna have some heat strokes. We're gonna have some heat strokes. There was no heat advisory, you know?
No, zero
There was
percent
no
chance of
heat
that.
advisory. There was no continued remembrance of hydrate. They need to have hydration stations. You see what I'm saying? If a man can't buy a bottle of water, you need to be able to give him a bottle of water free, because that could be the difference between a man life and a man death. And I mean a person's life or death. Eh? So they need to have
Marcy,
hydration stations.
Marcy, I hope you have the app already, because in order to watch Culturama this year, you're gonna have to have the app so that you could it's pay per view this year.
That's stupid.
How high the quality gang. Even though I saw videos of it was saying Thomas Carnival
Mm.
for yeah for free.
Well, I mean, St. Thomas Carnival as well. You know, you go in the village, all them shows were free. You know, all the music festival that they had, because that's essentially what a carnival is, a music festival. That was free. So you see Shaggy for free, you see Kesh for free, you see Sizzler for free. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's it's wild. Um, but yeah, hopefully this year they have like an advisory, something playing over the high fight, telling people, yeah, you know, this is the temperature, and you know, like letting people know that you know dangerous levels, heat. Is like Susie, it's not even the sun, the heat, the sun is just hot, because when you're in Charleston, because of the buildings, and when that heat hit, it's like you're in the stone oven and you're cooking. And the thing about it, right, Alan, you know, there are some people in town who say, we ain't drinking no water. It's just alcohol.
Yeah, liquor have to be.
It's just alcohol.
And as somebody said, that is dehydrating your body even faster.
Dehydrating your body. You see, luckily for me, I had coconut water.
Mm,
The truck I was
yeah.
driving around with coconut water in the back pan chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're well
So
prepared.
I was getting electrolytes. You know, sometimes he had in a little Hammond, but still had some coconut water.
Um, okay, me gonna end off with a small thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to big up DJ Woodis. I feel like he did a good job yesterday and the goal
Excellent.
life.
Excellent job.
Yeah, man. You sharp. You sharp
Yeah, I
for real.
showed him out already too.
And I like how even when like the interviews were going on, he turned on the music, but you still could hear the music in the background. All of
Hmm.
that was like nice for me. I also big up to Tebelos.
Hmm.
From what I seen of Tebelos, I feel like he going into these interview segments. I feel like I see better composure every time. I feel like he asks good questions, and I just see improvement from the guy in that
Yeah.
aspect. There, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if
yeah.
that's something he wanted to pursue.
Yeah.
Um, I even thought, and I was like, if he was to do like what perspectives do, I feel like he will be better than perspectives,
Yeah, yeah,
especially after the Corey interview I saw recently.
yeah. I
So
mean,
tell us, big up yourself, man.
yeah. No comparison to anybody else, but yet Tebulus, you could see that he improved on that craft. You know, I
Mm,
reached out to him and I said, Tebulus, it's time for you to start to get into the hosting and events.
yeah,
You
yeah.
you could do the DJ Woodish, you could be the EKs, you could be the Pinocchios and the Sister Senses. You could do it now. You know what I mean? And he
I,
shares
I,
something.
in
Hmm?
general, to sit down and talk to people about music, like,
Yeah,
bruh, I seem comfortable in the
yeah,
settings, and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
just big up to the guy, man.
yeah. I
Um,
he did a good job there. He did a good job there.
the last thing I'm gonna say is Miss Vita Morton has promised that the shows are gonna start on time, and she said
Hmm.
that the interview segment, as I tell her, is the interview segment that is talk about and they talk about Queen Show. So they have heard and they say
It's
they
sweet.
have put in extra resources and they say that the interview segment is gonna be fixed. So Miss Morton, let's see what you got. Let's just see what you got, man. But looking forward to it. I don't know. As I said, I back in Miss Mitchell, and until further evidence, I ain't switching. Back in
I
Miss
know vex
Mitchell.
with you. I know vex with you. And Alan say I'm backing Miss Jeffers, but I tell Alan I just felt like Miss Jeffers had a one up because she just come off a win. Alan has let me to know that is not going to be the case. She's going to have a ding dong battle, which I want. I want it to be a tight competition, not just with two girls, with the all six girls. I'd
Yeah.
really love to see all six girls come out and perform. I don't want to laugh after anybody in the answering segment. So I want to see people go. I want to see these girls going there and answer these questions properly.
Um,
I want to see straight. Go ahead.
No, I can't express the same sentiment what Ira said. Any higher of the level of stupidness, I will be greatly entertained.
I
Your
understand what you're
your
saying, but do you
uh,
want to?
do I
Would you
want to be
like?
entertained? That is the
I
only
mean,
reason I
wouldn't you be
tune
entertained
into
if they answer the
events.
question correctly too? Like, wow, that was a spectacular answer. I'm blown
And
away by the way how she handled that.
and and here's the thing. You
Hmm.
would recall a couple of years ago when the young lady and the gentleman in the talented teen answered the question. I came on here and I was raving about them, about everything in the performance. So
Yeah.
equally, if somebody go out there and they stun me, they put it down, they answer the questions,
Hmm.
I'm also gonna be entertained. But it's just that some more times than that. I watch it. I just go football wanting to see good goals. No? But me not supposed to laugh when man kick the ball over by the bar.
Yeah.
And
Well, well,
more man just kick the ball over by the bar than the actual good goal. But I'm
well,
entertained both ways.
that what me I say, right? That what me I
Yeah.
say. I say I don't want to have to laugh after anybody. You see what
Oh
I'm saying? I would prefer they come and give me a solid answer and I don't have to laugh after. I'm not saying that I won't laugh if they say stupidness. You know what I mean?
no,
And because, but yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
want to.
kind to that.
I don't want a solid answer. I would want the answer to be spectacularly good, or
Yeah,
I want them to burn up in flames. I
Lord
ain't
of
want no
mercy,
middle ground.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wishing all the contestants them good luck. You know, and I hope they go out there and do an excellent job. That's what I'm wishing for them.
I wish that as well, but I want Miss Mitchell to do a more excellent job than all of you. I want
Okay.
her to do a superb job. Whatever is better than her, even if you got to edge out her by one, I back in Miss Mitchell.
Alan is now offering free service to Miss Mitchell to for the answer segment
No,
because he
no. I never said that. I said backing you. Then I say you get nothing for
obviously
free.
obviously
No,
obviously
on
you want to win that
no.
badly. Yeah,
By only if people start to give me one.
you
Then,
can get some. You can get some soon.
then, no. I don't went down on the culture on my page. You got like she picture too.
Mm.
Yeah, I got her like Miss Jeffers picture. She going Miss Photogenic. All right, that ain't got no points. Miss Mitchell, remember that ain't got no points. Okay, and we know who look the best still. So don't worry about that. Let she get your participation trophy.
I gotta see I'm hoping that we could get some interviews with them, but let's see what the Culturama committee say. Right,
But
I'm gonna bring you in. So
hope that would be good. Because
yeah, I'll bring.
if they could answer my question, then I don't think anything on the net is gonna disturb them.
All right. Well, oh, and Alan Tablos drop a fresh tune. You know, sounding good. I like
Mm-hmm.
it. I think I'm gonna play it as the outro. You know, and just start late playing the background for now. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Anything from
Mm.
you?
This is St. James here taking everything. Um, Colette, Colette,
Oh,
Colette, you know I love you, but no, not this game. No, not this time.
Colette
Good
Alan
night.
is not
Good
on that
night.
train.
No, I confuse me with nothing. I mean, I know Miss Mitchell like that. Though. I never talk to him like that, so, but that's why back in. Back
He's
in.
very passionate about it too.
Mm-hmm. She
I
don't
just want.
me wonder if maybe like it or if maybe love it. If it's a like, I can go back and change it to a love.
Easy,
And
easy.
and I'm gonna share it. Understand?
I think he's serious. Well, me not
Is
see
the song
input 80.
what is the song you're looking for?
No, I have the song.
Oh
I
well,
have the song.
ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I feel happy. Manga is back this week, so I
Yeah,
hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week as well. So all have you could be happy.
yeah. And also make sure go on like all the soca artists releases. So big up to man like Pakis. I know Pakis don't release. Big up to man like
Yeah.
Easy. And big up to man like Ken Roy and Odyssey Band. They don't release. Big up to I think Delhi don't release. Speedy don't release. All the man them were done release, but this one is Teblos, right? So just look for iTeblos.
I dripping wet. I feel it running down on me neck.
Page.
Don't know if it's water or sweat, but it's the wet this side you back. And when the place get hotter than a furnace, somebody turn on the water pipe and cool it down. Yeah, when the dance get hotter than a furnace, I want you turn on the water pipe and cool it down. I know everybody get wet. We all in the road and we wet. We turn up the stage and we wet. On the barricade we wet. Whining on somebody like wet. It's so hot. Yeah. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Got up in the morning to